Hey folks, Olly Connelly, Daily Chaos in Valencia in Spain. The quarantine starts tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And it is now, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the evening on Sunday night, something like that. And it's the last chance I might have to go for a stroll. You know, we will be able to go shopping just to get food, stuffs and essentials, basically. Even that's rationed now. But anyway, this is the last chance I'm going to get to go for a stroll. Now I've heard that people are having problems, that they're being stopped by the police and being sent home. But I want to have a go and just see how far I get to the beach, which is just around the corner from me. Because you know what? This is the last chance to have a wander, and I go for a walk every day. So I'm leaving my flat, and let's see how far I get. Just out of interest, and give you a bit of an idea of the atmosphere going on out here, because this is going to be something that is happening everywhere, all over the place. Let me just see if I can get the light level a little bit better on this before I continue. Because, that's the zoom. How do you do the light? I've got no idea. What does that do? That's a torch function thing. Oh wow, look at that. Got a torch thing. Look, I'm going to turn that off for now because I've not got a great deal of battery. I think the commentary is just as interesting as anything. But basically, okay, so I'm not touching anything here. I'm just using my sleeve. This is kind of where I live, my barrio, my area, my flat, or my flat, a block of flats. Okay, all right, I'll put the torch thing on, and I'll turn it off because I don't want the police to see me if they are turning people home. Because I generally want to have a walk. There's one or two people who are walking their dogs. I don't know if you can see. Maybe not. Yeah, there's one or two folks that are walking their dogs. Oh, hold on a sec. Is that my cat? No. We've got a colony of cats around here. A couple of colonies of cats, actually. And I'm a bit worried about them because I'm wondering who's going to feed them now. So I want to check on them. I could check on them on the way to do my essential shop tomorrow, I guess. But some of you have seen one or two videos I put up of those cats that some of them were born in our garden. Or, well, they weren't born in our garden, but they were kind of raised in our garden. They're feral, yeah. And they're really cool. So anyway, so far so good, yeah. I'm just about a street away from the beach now. I can see a police car just over there. I don't know whether they are stopping people when they get to the beach itself. You would think that you'd be pretty safe going towards the sea, where you get a sea breeze and all the rest of it. That as places go, so far as a virus is concerned, it's pretty good. You're not going to have any problems. It's going to be dispersed in the air. But the problem that I suppose that they foresee, apart from the fact that they kind of need to have one rule for everybody in terms of the quarantine, because otherwise it's all very complex and could be perceived as being unfair. Well, it kind of would be. We're all in it together, sort of thing, I suppose. Apart from that, if people were allowed to congregate on the beach during the quarantine, then am I going to make it to the beach? It looks like it. Just here now, pretty much. This is the promenade. If everybody was allowed to come to the beach, bearing in mind that the weather it can be very good here. I'm on the beach. Well, hey, it looks as though I'm gonna get my final walk, my final bit of freedom before quarantine. I don't know, I reckon we're seeing 4 months of this, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to be holed up in our bloody flat for a good 12 to 16 weeks, apart from going off to get some shopping. And so I really wanted to see the sea one last time and just have a little wander. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, if everybody came to the beach, then it can get really packed. And you know, sometimes there is no breeze, and I guess that, you know, there is contact. I can hear people clapping over there. It's like they're all clapping from the flats. They're all clapping from the flats. Wow. What's that about? I guess there's probably a designated time, and they're on their balconies clapping, very probably the medical services or something like that. I can hear people all over shouting and whistling. Can you hear that? Probably not, but wow. Let's see if I can get closer to this so that you can hear these guys, hopefully without, you can see this guy clapping. You probably can't see a thing with this camera, but people are clapping all over, and that'll be clapping the emergency services, I imagine. There's a bit of camaraderie going on. Listen to this. These guys are coming down the steps. I think I'll go the other way. Muy bien, muy bien. Hooray! Hark at that, huh? Hola! Hooray! Muy buena espíritu. Good spirit, people, good spirit. I don't know that you can see any of that, but I'm sure you can hear it. And so that, I think, is going to be happening every day at about 9 o'clock PM, or maybe it's 10, I don't know, to be honest with you. I've lost track of what time it is. It's been a pretty mad day, it's been a pretty surreal weekend. We were only officially quarantined under the Spanish legal system about 30 hours ago, so this is all pretty fresh. It actually officially kicks off at 8 o'clock in the morning, so people are allowed to come out with their dogs now. Hola, señor.
Hola, amigo.
Hola, guapo. Hola, guapo. Con tu jefe, con tu jefe. Muy bien. I don't really like to touch people's dogs with them. I adore dogs, yeah, but I don't really like to touch people's dogs because the owners, they never know if you've got this bloody bug or what, and they're probably, well, I don't know, maybe a bit paranoid about it, and you know, oh dear, what a pain. Anyway, that was nice, wasn't it? So we kind of saw something similar to that in Wuhan, in China. You know, people were on their balconies and applauding, I don't know, or whatever. Actually, to be honest with you, the videos I saw were more distressing. The Wuhan people were shrieking and crying in frustration from their balconies. But these people here in Valencia in Spain are cheering, and I can tell you, because it happened last night, it was on the news, that they are cheering the people that are keeping the country going. So for example, not just the medical staff, but also the truck drivers, you know, the people that are the farmers, the kind of people that actually deserve award ceremonies, yeah? Not these tossers in Hollywood, Hollywoke, whatever, telling you who to vote for. Not that crap, no. People that actually really make a difference to our lives on a daily basis, a minute-to-minute basis, not just once a week or something when we watch a show that makes us laugh. And that's important, but it ain't nothing like as important as the army of people who actually make your daily life possible and feasible, which tends to be regular folks like you and me. Well, maybe like you, I don't know about me, but certainly like, you know, grassroots people, be it medical, first responders, all that, and indeed the folks that grow the food and get it on our plates. So anyway, right, I've got my walk, which is nice. I got a bit of news for you as well. Hey, that was an exclusive from Valencia that you had there. I'm now enjoying the seashore for the last time. I don't think I'm going to be allowed to touch this sea for another several months. 3-4 months probably. I won't be able to walk down here. I think the beach is going to be off limits. Some of them are officially closed already, and I imagine they will all be officially closed, and you just won't be allowed to do anything apart from walk between your place of residence and the local supermarket, or the pharmacist, or the doctor. Funnily enough, you can still go and get your hair cut if you want, and I could do with a haircut, but the last time I went to get a haircut, the guy gave me a cold. I'm not joking. So I'm not going to go there. He might give me bloody coronavirus, I don't know. Yeah, weird times. A lot of you watching this will be in the UK. You're next. This quarantine, a lot of you I've seen on Facebook are laughing about it, saying it's overkill and all the rest. You say what you like. The fact is that this is going to happen in the UK next. There is absolutely no question about it. Along with food rationing. In fact, it's already started in the UK. I happen to know places like Aldi today only allowing people to get something like 4 items of shopping in one go and stuff like that. And a lot of it, unfortunately, is down, it seems to me at least, down to the media, who've just been striking the fear of God into people with all this, you know, I don't know, toilet roll shortages, and a lot of it's to do with the fact that the UK has not got its value set anymore. It's got all these people in the country that don't share the same values, frankly, and that's a big problem over the course of the next few months. Absolutely. In Spain it's not that way, because they don't give every Tom, Dick and Harry that pops in the country a council house for free when you ain't got one. You just pay for it. They don't do that here, and so the society has remained relatively intact and still retains its traditional values, which are very family-led. And so Spain is actually very well equipped to tackle this crisis, the social aspect of the crisis. I'm not sure that the UK is. It's going to be very interesting, particularly when the police step down, which they will be doing in phase 4 of the government's 4-phase plan. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens then. But look, the bottom line is we've just got to pull together as much as we can. People have got to be as safe as they possibly can, and there's no point being fearful, but we do need to be pretty philosophical, because we're going to see the best and the worst come out of all of us, really. Certainly, you know, collectively, some are going to be on the bright side, and some, you know, well, pretty bloody nasty stuff. So anyway, we're going to see all that. Now I'm rambling. Bollocks, I'm just going to have a nice wander. Last day. So Daily Chaos, yeah, is going to be covering this on a daily basis now. Seeing as I'm holed up, I want to have a dialogue with people around the world with what's going on, and some of the backstory to this thing as well. Hearing all sorts of different theories, some of them being peddled by the mainstream media, some of them being peddled by so-called alternative news. I want to try and get a few questions answered. That won't happen. We will never know the truth. I'm pretty sure of that. But it'll be very interesting to explore some of this stuff, and at the same time to get your stories on how this is affecting you and other people, and hopefully boost a bit of morale, and maybe have a sing-song and have a few laughs, and maybe do a bit of crying. Yeah, it's going to be one of those experiences. We are on a war footing, effectively, but with that kind of war footing, us Brits at least, we should know our history. Out comes the Blitz spirit, and we keep buggering on. Alright, so tomorrow, what is it, 5 o'clock GMT is going to be the first Daily Chaos, which is now going to be daily, 7 days a week, I think, for the foreseeable future. And it's going to be an hour for an hour long, and it probably will expand from that to being a bit longer, and we'll take it from there. But anyway, all right, I'll see you then. That'll be facebook.com/Daily Brexit if you want to check that out, or YouTube. Just put in the search box Daily Chaos and you'll find it there. Daily Chaos on Facebook lives on the Daily Brexit page because that's what it morphed from. By the way, you people that think we've got Brexit, we ain't got Brexit yet. Let's see what happens, yeah? And we'll see what this coronavirus chaos is going to do to either, well, break up the EU finally, or else to stop Brexit. And all bets are off at the moment. So all of you folks out there that are saying, you know, oh, Brexit's done, blah, 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 wake up. It isn't. But at the moment, we've got something even bigger to worry about. So that's what Daily Chaos is concerned with right now. Okay, God bless you. See you tomorrow. Olly Connelly, Daily Chaos. Cheerio.